glad. Man, am I glad to see you.
What are you doing on this deserted road?
Some guys from school drove out here and we're going to start fooling around with drugs. When I told them all drugs do is mess up your head and get you in a lot of trouble, they kicked me out of the van and drove off.
You're right not to get involved in the drug scene. Nobody with any sense wants any part of it.
How do I get home?
That's no problem at all.
Welcome to TV 20, and yes, we've come to the final step of the March Madness Division of Recreation basketball program, and it's going to finish today with the Senior Girls Championship game between the Lonnie Burten Lady Redskins and the Collinwood Lady Cobras. Sam Woodfolk in the house, and Sam, what can we expect from these two?
This should be an intense game because these two teams here, I've seen them play, and they can go. It's going to be a very competitive and up-tempo game.
And when you look at it, you had a chance to talk to the coach from Collinwood. What were the keys to the game? And tell us about those key players.
Some of the key players for the Collinwood Lady Cobras, Amir Hart. She's the shooting guard, good shooter, will shoot the three ball. It says she's very coachable. And then you talk about number 12, Beverly Washington. She's a forward, big-time rebounder, and she hustles all the time. And she's also a three-point shooter. Now, some of the key points for the Lady Cobras was basically to move the ball on offense. Defense, limit their second chance points, and everyone must score. Score as a team.
And then when you look on the other side, the Lonnie Burten Lady Redskins come in here, and when you start talking to them, the first thing Coach Burke talks about all the time is that defense.
He talk about defense without fouling, though. That's key. And then create turnovers, play an up-tempo game. And I tell you, Lonnie Burten Lady Redskins, that's what they want to do, up-tempo game. And some of their key players, number 14, Michaela Warren, she's a forward, smart post player, very athletic wing player, and she can score. Then you have number 3, Asia Kemp. She's a guard. She's also the captain, team leader, can score from anywhere. Mary Rose student and plays very hard. Then you talk about number 17, Sharday Hill. She's a point guard, good shooter, nice ball handler, quick, and loves to shoot the three ball as well.
Well, we've had a chance to talk about some of the keys to the game as well as the key players. And right now we're going to go over to Edwin Santiago for the player introductions. Ed?
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Gunning Recreation for the 2016 Senior Girls Championship matchup. Introducing the Collinwood Lady Cobras. 9th grader at Lutheran East, number 16, Rita Smith. 7th grader at ICANN School, number 5, Amaria Hart. 10th grader at Shaw High School, number 14, Autumn McDearman. 10th grader at Tri-C, Tasha Williams. 11th grader at Glenville, wearing number 11, Reagan Ivy. Number 12 is a 9th grader at Greenview, Beverly Washington. Lady Cobras are coached by Miss Tiara Collins. And Lonnie Burten's Lady Redskins. 9th grader at East Tech, Jonisha Brown. 9th grader at New Tech, Sharday Hill, number 17. Wearing number 12 is the 11th grader at East Tech, Jokita Jarman. 9th grader at John Marshall, Somalia Letman. 12th grader at Villangela St. Joe, Asia Kemp. Number 18 to 9th grader at New Tech East, Larnay Vance. Ninth grader at Garfield Heights, number 14, Michaela Warren. Student at Euclid Central, number 9, Destiny White. 8th grader at George Washington Carver, number 7, Ronay Adams. Lonnie Burten's Lady Redskins are coached by head coach Mr. Melvin Burke and assisted by Derek Bell. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we ask that you rise, remove your caps, face the flag for the playing of our national anthem.
We are moments away from championship play in the Senior Girls Basketball Division of Recreation. And again, as they started out with pool play, they came down to a tournament, and it comes out to these two teams that will meet for the championship of the Senior Girls. First, we're going to take a look at the officials who are back again this week. Did a great job last week, a veteran crew. Also on the left is Pete LeCastri, 32 years as a referee, a 1970 graduate of Brush High, and Bob Worshing, 26 years as a ref, a 1976 graduate of Euclid High School. And Sam, they'll deal with some special rules as well.
We have several different rules for the game for today. We have two 15-minute halves running time. Clock will stop in the last 2 minutes of the game. Team may not full court press if they're up by 15 points or more. Each team will get 3 timeouts per game. There's a mandatory play in the first half, 5 minutes continuous play. Overtime rules will be first team to score 5 points or the team that scores the most points in 3 minutes. Each team will get 1 additional overtime timeout.
And when you look at the coaches that are coaching today's game, we'll talk about them through the but you have Melvin Burke, who's also known on the high school scene over with the head coach of the East Tech Squirms volunteering, along with Derek Bell, the rec instructor from Lonnie Burten. We are underway, and Lonnie Burten Redskins with the basketball.
Well, I tell you one thing, partner, we are starting off with a block. You're going to see these young ladies go to the basket aggressively. I am sure of that. And there's the tray ball going up, and it is good by number 3, Asia Kemp. Nothing but the bottom of the net. And the Redskins are off and running.
They're going to call it on 12 blue. That's the first foul on the Collinwood team, and it's on Beverly Washington. Shooting at the line is number 12, Justin Jarman.
That would be, we're going to try not to mess her name up, but that's Jokita German. And she knocks the first one down.
We're going to apologize right now, Sam, before I get too far.
And Jokita German, she knocks down the second one. The Redskins team, they come out smoking right now. They're on fire with a 5-0 lead. There's a rebound, and they're off and running. There's a big-time rebound by Beverly Washington.
Turnover. They got him napping there again.
So we got a turnover, and it'll be Collinwood's ball. And I'm sure the coach is screaming about that one, because that's unforced error there.
Just underway from Gunning Park, you're looking at senior girls basketball.
There's a tray ball. Beverly with the rebound. Up.
I'll tell you what, both teams like to shoot the three.
They are not shy whatsoever. There's a big block. That's number 17, Sharday Hill with the block. But then it's a turnover. Collinwood, Cobra up. Well, you can see one thing right now. That both teams are playing hard and playing defense. This is Sharday Hill on a fast break. Nice pass for Letman. And Letman finishes with the layup. That was a great lead pass by Sharday Hill. What a block. That was a big block there by Beverly Washington. But now they have to get across half court. And this is number 11, Ivy. She just throws it up there. Oh, there's a foul on the play by number 3, Asia Kemp. And that'll be number 16 going to the line to shoot 2. Or number 16.
We'll get the name for you, folks. There's a switch on a number they didn't tell us about.
So number 12, there's an outlet pass, and Hill is to the basket again. Oh, and she scores. She's pretty much dropped a couple of dimes, but she decided to take that one on her own. Sharday Hill for 2. Long outlet pass to Sharday Hill. There's a nice pass. Pass and finish to number 12. And that was Jokita Jarman.
Turnover to points. Turnover to points. That's what this is.
And the coach did mention that. He said have an up-tempo game and create turnovers. There's a 3-ball by number 11, Reagan Ivy. Gets to get the Collinwood Cobras on the board. Beverly Washington with the rebound. And this is Ivy bringing it up. There's a good entry pass. Can't finish it. But look at the long outlet pass again. And that's Sharday Hill. So that'll be N1. So that'll be on number 11, Reagan Ivy, and that'll be her first foul. And this will be Sharday Hill at the line to complete the 3-point play. So let's see if she can complete the 3-point play here. She'll shoot 1, and she does. Sharday Hill, she completes the 3-point play. So the Collinwood Cobra Lady Cobras are starting off a little rough, but there's a foul on the play. And that'll be on number 3, Asia Kemp, and that'll be her second. And this will be Ivy shooting 2.
So on the line and hit it is number 11, Reagan Ivy.
So that give the bring it within 4. And you see him moving the basketball. And the coach likes to see that kind of stuff there to make the defense work a little bit. Nice interior passing. Wow.
Nice play.
Number
Nice
3.
assist,
that
Sam.
was phenomenal. Talk about a zone offense. There's a 3. No good. I tell you, they're not shy to shoot the 3 ball. There's Sharday Hill. She's off and running. And they're fighting for it. Look at them. Both teams are scrappy. So we'll have a jump ball. And it will be the Lady Cobras.
Six and a half to go here in the first half. Again, it's the Lonnie Burten Lady Redskins 16, the Cobras 4.
And it is a competitive game. Although the score doesn't reflect the competitiveness of it, this is a very competitive game. They're both teams are playing hard. And again, she's off and running. That's number 7. She can't finish the layup. They get the rebound. There's a 3. They are not shy to shoot the 3 ball, partner. It doesn't matter who it is, they will put it up.
We might set the record for the most 3-point attempts today.
Oh, yes. I can see that happening right now.
Folks, we want to remind you that we'll be passing on some new free recreation programs to you, the citizens of Cleveland.
So there's a foul on the play. Okay, I want to say call that on number 1. And that was Josiah Williams. And this would be number 7, Rodney Adams. She missed the first one at a 2-shot attempt. Okay. So you can see here the Lonnie Burten Lady Redskins, they're dropped back into a 2-3 zone. So I'm sure it's going to be more 3-point shot attempts now. You can hear the coach saying swing it. There's a quick release 3-pointer. And that's number 18, Larnay Vance. Nice pass. So it'll be a timeout called Collinwood. Lady Cobras.
Well, folks, we want to let you know right now, one of the best things is don't fret when school comes out, because there is a free lunch program that's going to take place at all your recreation centers Monday through Friday, usually from noon to 1. You also want to check with some of your libraries in the area. Again, free lunches at all the recreation centers. And still right now, if you go to your recreation centers right after school, they've got some great meals. Some of them are those hot, juicy meals, some of the more nutritional ones. But again, that's at all rec centers, again, right after school. So 18-4.
So it'll be Collinwood ball. Put them down 18-4 here. So I'm sure Coach have already said, hey, let's pick it up a little bit. And they just need to knock down a couple shots, partner. So that'll be a foul on the play, and that'll be against Rita Smith, number 16. That would be her first foul. See, right now, Collinwood just needs to get a couple turnovers and convert them. There's a big-time block. But, again, another turnover. So this is Lonnie Vance. She's driving the lane. Beverly with the rebound. This is Ivy. She's got a fast break here. She's forced to slow it down. Now, Coach has to be saying, Beverly, take a couple steps in, because she has got herself buried in this right corner, and she's putting up everything she sees for the three ball. They got to remember, what other thing, partners, they got to remember to follow their shot up. So even if they miss it, they have a second chance attempt, possibly. There's a turnover. Nice up the court pass. So that'll be a foul on Beverly Washington. And that would be her second. And this would be number 18, Lonnie Vance, to shoot the two. 2 minutes left of the first half.
Lonnie during the year has been 50% from the free throw line, Sam.
Well, that's going to drop a little bit now after she missed both of those, which I'm sure Collinwood Lady Cobras are happy for it, but they just need to get a few buckets here and then stop them on defense. That's all. 18-4 is not a whole lot. They just have to edge their way back into it one at a time. But I don't know. There might be a lid on this bucket down at this end. So it'll be Collinwood ball down 18-4 with about a minute and 10 seconds left. There's a three.
One minute till half. And again, as you can see, you're looking at the Lonnie Burten Lady Redskins. Gonna fire a three up.
I would love to see the three-point shot attempts for the first half. And hopefully we'll have that at the halftime mark, because these young ladies are firing them up. There's another one. And that's number 7, Ronnae Adams. She hits the three-pointer off the glass. And, of course, she did not call it. There's a three. So that will conclude the first half with the Lady Redskins 21 and the Lady Cobras 4.
Well, folks, while we're here at halftime, we want to talk about a very special story dealing with senior girls fast pitch softball. Again, there's a program called RBI, Reviving Baseball in the Inner City. And very few people know this, but the Cleveland Recreation RBI team, and again, these are girls formed just like you do in basketball, your all-star team. They played during the summer in our leagues, and they pick an all-star team to play on the weekends, and they compete in a national program sponsored by Major League Baseball called RBI. Well, history was made a year ago as the Cleveland Indians, as we call them, Cleveland RBI young ladies, won the World Series in RBI last year, going undefeated. We want you to take a look at some of the things that took place right now.
I'm going nuts.
Please welcome the Cleveland Baseball Federation Softball RBI.
Ready, go! All the way, all the way! Come on, come on, come on! Nice. Please tell me you beat me. We are RBI.
That was pathetic.
Yeah, guys, what are we doing?
I can feel it getting real close. Make a toast to the victims. Let's make a toast. Yes, I'm focused. Eyes on my dream. You know what I mean? 'Cause I go hard, I go hard, I go hard, I go hard. Let's make a toast.
This is Cleveland ball. Let's show them what we got. Let's go. Here for Cleveland on three! Cleveland on three! 1, 2, 3! Cleveland!
I remember days that turned to nights, living in the dark from broken lights, throwing every dream into the sea, like they were never meant to be. But we left the cold days behind us, where they'll never find us. The sun is burning bright, we keep coming higher and higher. All that I know is soon be out of sight.
Okay, do your best right now. Play your best D right here.
Every day is yours and mine. Take every chance you ever see. Go live out all of these dreams. Follow the sun into the sky. All the clouds will pass you by. Be everything you wish to be. Live like you're young, wild and free. Keep flying high. Keep flying high.
You got one more in front of you, okay? One more in front of you right now, all right? Let's go, okay?
Hey,
Let's go.
let's get it right here, right now, guys.
Keep flying high.
All right, let's go. Come on, let's go.
If I were to describe RBI to somebody that hasn't come to it, I would say that it's more than just softball.
It's the experience of a lifetime. I've gotten to know and become friends with every single one of these girls throughout the past 2 weekends that we've played together. And I have closer relationships with them than I do with some of the girls who I've been friends with for a long time.
They've just meshed together and they're a team, and nothing phases them. They can push through anything, they don't give up.
I'm excited. I want to win.
Welcome back to Gunning Park Recreation. Tim Wells with Sam Woodfolk. You're watching senior girls basketball. These are ages from the age of 15 up through 17 years of age. And again, they played in some pool play, then they had their tournament, and that's what this is, the championship game of the tournament. Again, through the last month, you've been watching March Madness from the midget boys, junior boys, senior boys, junior girls, senior girls. They've all had their programs that have taken place, and this is the end of it where they get an opportunity to play. And Sam, you know, when we talk about the RBI, it is unheard of that a team from Northeast Ohio goes out and beats Hawaii, Dominican Republic, Texas. These teams play year-round, LA. But, you know, our kids got hot, and it shows. And here's the amazing thing. The reason we're telling you this, folks, is the fact that your kids may play high school ball right now. They can still play in the summer. So they sign up and play on an RBI team. They can play in 2 leagues. They have to play in this league, and then they can play in another league. Plus, they go try out for the RBI. It's a great opportunity. And, yes, Mom and Dad, first question I'm going to answer is it is all totally free. How you do it is you pick up the phone right now and call 664-2346. But going back now to the basketball part of it, Lonnie Burton's had their way. And in fairness,
Lonnie Burton has had their way this first half. But one stat I want to talk about real quick, you know, the Collinwood Lady Cobras, they are 1 for 12 from the field. Therefore, you see, they have to pretty much convert some of those layups that they're taking. But not only that, they're also 1 for 6 from the three-point line. So, again, they have to get their percentages up, and they will come back. On the other hand, you talk about the Lady Redskins from the 3-ball. They're 2 for 4. And, boy, that's 50%, so that's not too bad. But they're capitalizing on all of their layups. So let's see it. Oh, there is a 3 by Beverly Washington. She must have heard me talking about her partner because she just knocked that one down, and it was all net.
And again, Beverly Washington over at Greenview, only a 9th grader. Her future's bright. They're trying to feed her again, get her to the hot spot.
That's Washington with the rebound. This would be Ivy bringing it up. There's a swing. There's another 3-ball. So that'll be a 2-shot foul on number 12, Jaquita German. And this will be number 16, Rita Smith, to go to the line and shoot 2. So it looks like she may have gotten it with the body a little bit there. A little contact.
Again, Rita Smith has had trouble at the free throw line. This will be her 4th attempt today. Looking for the first one.
So this will be Vance. And that's Letman for 3, no good. You see Ivy with the big rebound. Up and around the rim it go, but it did not drop. There's a 3-ball. I want to see a layup sometime soon here, partner, because all of these 3-point attempts. But then again, you look at the NBA. You got Kyrie Irving and Steph Curry, 3-point specialists. There's a bucket. There's the layup I've been talking about. And that's Miss Ivy, Reagan Ivy, for 2. So they're off and running. So that's Beverly in the corner. And that will be a jump ball, and it will turn over possession to the Lady Redskins. That's one of those situations, partner, that too much dribbling at that moment. Hey, make the pass, swing the ball, get it out your hands. Can avoid all of that.
I'll tell you what, Sam, when you look at the way this game's being played, obviously
turnover.
The Redskins, you know, in a bucket by number 11, Semela Letman, I hope I'm saying that right, but they're playing a tight zone. They're saying to Collinwood, look, we got the lead. You're going to beat us. You're going to have to beat us with the outside shot. And you know as well as I do, shooting a three, I know in our day, that's a tough shot to make all the time.
That's a very tough shot to make it. And they're pretty much uncontested. However, they're just launching it. It appears to be no concentration on the shot itself. And that's number 12. I want to say Jokita Jarman. So she'll get the 15-footer to go for her. So Ivy, she's going to put 1-3 up. So we have a jump ball, and it will beat Collinwood. Collinwood will retain possession. There's a nice entry pass. There we go. Beverly Washington, she put it up, got it blocked, but she stayed with it. Now you can't leave the ball open. Number 18, Larnay Vance, with a little teardrop off the backboard. And you can hear the coach saying, swing it, swing it, swing it. So there's a foul call.
I'll tell you what, when you look from our high camera and you see them come down the floor and how they're set up, they've got the right approach as far as the ball into the middle, kick it outside if they come up for you, take the shot. Just that they're not making the shots.
Oh, definitely. It is something to see. Like you said, they have the right formula. Get the ball into the high post, swing it, one more swing, and then again, you'll get your open shot. But right now, Collinwood Lady Cobras, they're not concentrating on their shots. Even on the second and third attempts, they're rushing it. Everything is a rush possession for the Lady Cobras, and that's something that they'll learn later on in life as they play at the next level. But you can't leave her open. That's Letman. And that's Larnay Vance with the rebound and put back. So that'll give them 29. Lady Cobras 11. So there's that formula. And this is Sharday Hill. She'll push it. See, she slow it down. So a good swing pass in the corner. So there is a foul on number 18, and that will be
Larnay Vance.
Larnay Vance.
That's her first one, Sam.
I've been calling her name so much on the offensive end, it shook me up a little bit on the defensive side for a foul. Wow. But she is playing hard.
They got the idea as far as in position, but once they make that first pass, they're not moving. Nobody's moving, and that's what I think is hurting the Collinwood team a little bit.
Yes, it is.
And in fairness, folks, we were well aware that Collinwood was going to be missing two of the better players today for whatever reason.
But I tell you, this Beverly Washington, now she's known to shoot the three-point shot, Beverly Washington. Well, let's see here. We got a foul on the play. On number 11, that'll be Ivy. And this would be Sharday Hill to go to the line and shoot two. But going back to Beverly Washington down the other end, she's been shooting the 3-ball quite a bit, but when she takes that little bunny inside, she's effective, partner. That'll be one for Sharday Hill. So she got one more.
I'll tell you what, you have to give credit for the free throw shooting of the Redskins. She throws the air ball, but they've been solid from the line most of the day. And anytime that a coach on this level can see that the ladies can hit free throws, that's huge.
That is huge, because as we talk about, it doesn't matter what level it is, free throws are important. There's a long outlet pass. So we have a foul on the play, number 11, I want to, yes, number 11. And that'll be Ivy. The ball will be out of bounds on the side.
So they did call it on 11 blue.
11 blue. Reagan Ivy. And that'll be her third. And there's Vance for 3 with no hesitation. She got that ball and just put it up with no hesitation. So we got a timeout on the court by the Lady Cobras.
Well, folks, we're going to go into the huddle. I'm sure the Collinwood team, you got to give them credit, but you look at Melvin Burke, he's very pleased with the way things have gone, and again, just getting the kids out there to play and talk. And
hey, we're still in 2-3. Still going to finish with a strong effort. You had that girl. Tell her what she did last time.
And you can hear him talk about.
You in the back of her. Why you weren't in the front of her?
You're in the wrong spot.
Yes. Oh, wrong spot. Yes.
Oh,
Together on 3. 1, 2, 3.
again, after the game, they'll be selecting an outstanding player for each team.
Let's go on 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's go.
And again, the Kyra Abernathy, their captain, has arrived.
She has arrived.
Oh, I can see why they're upbeat. She's a player.
But there's a 3-ball up. Good hustle.
To the hole, Kyra Abernathy.
That's Abernathy. She comes right in and scores. So that'll be a foul on the play by number 12, Beverly Washington. So this is number 9, Destiny White, shooting 2. She missed the first of the 2-shot attempt. So it'll be blue ball, 33-15 with 4 minutes left, and this is Abernathy bringing the ball up court. So that would be number 9, Destiny White, with the foul. And again, Coach talked about he wanted to create turnovers without fouling. And I'm sure he want to pull his hair out on that one. Unnecessary foul. So again, now Beverly Washington, she goes back outside. She's way more effective in the paint. That's going to be another 2-shot foul. And that will be on Beverly Washington. That would be her third. So this is number 11. No, number 14 at the line. She hits the first one. Michaela Warren. And she hits them both. That was so effortlessly. Wow. Get up there, knock them down. Very impressive. Again, there's the formula, partner. Swing the ball to the corner and then swing the ball to the middle. It's wide open, but they just can't finish that 15-foot shot. So that'll be a foul on number 14, Michaela Warren. And that'll put number 13, Abernathy, at the free throw line to shoot 2.
Good free throw shooter, Sam. Shot better than 50% during the year. Also runs a little track at her school. She's from Glenville. Hits them both.
Yes, she did. Knocked them both down pretty effortlessly. Hill will shoot the 3. So this will be Hill to bring it down. She'll walk it down slow. They're in control here, so there's no rush to shoot the ball at all. Man, you can see them scrapping. They scrapping to the final. Partner, you would think that this is a 1-point game difference from the way that these young ladies are still scrapping.
Well, you heard Coach Burke tell him in the huddle, listen, playing with effort all the way through here now.
That's right. Finish strong.
To him, it's not about a score. It's about how you play the game. Playing the good defense. Moving the ball.
So that'd be a foul on the play. Number 9, Destiny White. And that'll be her second. Well, with a minute left, less than a minute left. It's coming down to the wire here. Good effort, good save. There's a move.
Called it on number 17, Sharday Hill. That's her first.
But I'm kind of impressed with the little fancy move that Abernathy just put on to go to the line. So she'll miss the first one. She got one more coming.
I'll tell you, they don't give up. They play defense all the way through.
That was a good pass, but there, look at the block.
Every shot's contested.
And again, that's effort. And the coach talked about finish strong with effort. You can hear him, don't shoot. Somebody gonna shoot it. Yep. Sharday Hill said, I'll shoot it.
Well, folks, they'll line up and handshake, and when we come back, my partner will be at mid-floor as he will announce the outstanding players in today's games.
Car crashes, accidents. We're telling you why be next.
So listen to us. Don't drive and text.
Keep Cleveland safe and do not text when you drive.
Well, welcome back to Gunning Park, where my partner is at mid-floor. We'll see if you can match the outstanding players. Sam?
Welcome back to Gunning Park, where we have an outstanding championship game between the Lonnie Burten Lady Redskins and the Collinwood Lady Cobras. Let's first start by congratulating both teams. If we can give them a round of applause. We did have two outstanding players of the game for today. From the Collinwood Lady Cobras, we had Beverly Washington. Coach, please give us a couple of comments about Miss Beverly Washington, please.
Beverly's an outstanding player, even though her shots weren't falling today. But overall, she's a great player, defense, rebounder.
Very well put. Once again, that is the Lady Collinwood Cobras, Beverly Washington. Moving over here to the championship team here, and Miss Sharday Hill from the outstanding player was the Lady Redskins, Sharday Hill. Coached by Melvin Burke. Coach, can you tell us a couple things about Miss Sharday Hill, please?
Sharday is an outstanding student athlete, floor leader, floor general who loves to shoot the three-pointer. And she displayed all that today.
Coach, yes, she did. Once again, Miss Sharday Hill, can we give both teams a round of applause, please? We're going to wrap it up and send it back to TV 20 with Tim Wells.
And again, as you saw, the Gunning Park championship game played here right at Gunning with the senior girls. And momentarily, Sam and Melvin Burke will be joining me to talk about the game. When you look at the stats, obviously the Lady Redskins had the hot hand a lot better today than they've had in the past. And again, when you're talking about outstanding play, there's a lot of things that play a role. And the reason I'm having Melvin join me on the headsets with us, Coach, if you come around here and have a seat, is because we get both sides of the view with Melvin Burke. And first of all, Coach, I want to congratulate you, and I'm glad you're spending a minute with us. First of all, welcome to TV 20.
Thank you.
You know, when you talk about getting involved at this level, and there's so many AAU basketball getting ready for the summer, developing those skills. And we were talking about, like, on the one timeout when the camera went in the huddle, it isn't about winning or losing here. It's about playing the game the right way. And one of the things that struck me odd was your kids fundamentally, defensively, you had to be pleased with the way they played defense.
Yeah, I did. We wanted to go to our basic 2-3. I know they were short a couple of players. And we wanted to go work on our 2-3 with our helping defense, sliding in and guarding the basket.
And then obviously, one of the things I'm really, it sticks out in my mind, free throw shooting. When coaches look at free throw shooting, it's like having a toothache when it's not going in, but when they're hitting them, it's like a sigh of relief.
Yeah, that's right. Sharday Hill, who was the player of the game, also had an air ball free throw. One of the parents had a funny joke, so she said she was laughing at the joke. And this is, like you said, it's fun and games, it's recreation, but the fundamental piece is there. I think all the rec centers do a good job with their house leagues and fundamental teaching.
You know, when you're talking about what advice do you give to the kid that's in the recreation? Now next year they're going to think about going out for their school team. What kind of advice would you give to them, being a high school coach? What is it you would hope they would do or to prepare to have some success?
Well, when I speak at camps and clinics talking to kids, I always emphasize three things. If you really want to make a team, because only 5 people start, if you really want to make a team, I suggest you be the best student athlete, you be the best behaved, and you be the hardest worker. Coaches don't cut them three attributes. If you are the best student, you got to have the highest GPA, you got to have the highest will and the hardest effort, and you got to be the best behaved.
And obviously, when you're talking about a success story, you know, when you've been around the high school scene for over 18 years, you talk about East Tech, 10 years in that community, but realistically, you know, everybody attaches that one player that says, that was Melvin's girl that made it. Who sticks out in your mind?
That's Barbara Turner.
Yeah. Tell us a little bit about Barbara.
Well, Barbara was 7 or 8 year old when I met her, and she had, like I said, the will. She never missed a workout, and since 7th grade to this day now, she's very dedicated. Right now, she's playing over in Turkey. You know, she played at UConn, played in WNBA, but the knees didn't hold up too well playing WNBA and overseas, so she chose to play overseas. So she's 32 years old, playing overseas for the last 8-10 years.
Well, Coach, we'd be remiss if we didn't thank you for what you've done. Especially, it's so noticeable in the inner city of Cleveland, where you've reached out to take these girls and not just develop them as basketball players, but develop them as great leaders and young ladies with a bright future. And we want to thank you for making that special effort.
Tim, I want to thank you also for teaching me and mentoring me when I was with the City Cleveland Recreation Department. And we all do a good job as youth professionals, so I thank you also.
Okay, thank you. Well, you've been listening to Melvin Burke, and you've been watching the Senior Girls Championship game between the Lonnie Burten Lady Redskins and the Lady Cobras from Collinwood. Again, for my partner, Sam Woodfolk, I'm Tim Wells. We're going to take a look at some of the faces and some of the great plays from today's game. Remember, Cleveland, recreation is free to you, the citizens of Cleveland, so please pick up the phone, contact your local recreation this summer, and have a great year. Good night, everyone.